everybody. Let's make sure it's recording. Yeah, it is. It's good. This is going to be an achievement run. I have like 4 achievements I haven't gotten yet. One's 8. The other's Unachievable achievement. And I can't remember the last one is off the top of my head. But we'll try and maybe get those. I have no idea. I'm going to try and figure out those on my own. So Unachievable 8.
This is the story of a man named
Achievement. I know the
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked.
one thing that then the Unachievable has a picture of a phone, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. I know one time when you start, the phone rings in here.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes?
No. That not be, I've done that before, and I might have to do something else after that. I'm trying to think of the last one.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
So I guess Stanley does have a wife. There's one ending that made it seem like he didn't. So there have been 2 messages that I've heard so far during my playthroughs. The one that has warns you about recorded messages, and then this one right here from his wife. So let's restart it again. Maybe you have to listen to them all or something.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
My door didn't close that time. It's not all these computers. Four B5 and 4B6. If I can get around those, I know that door's open. Or it might be. Let's go back to the first room and see if there's anything I missed to turn off or activate or... This may be a lot just walking around because I don't have much of a clue. Oh god, what was the last achievement? I should know this. Oh, commitment. But you know, this is not gonna be. I'm not gonna do that on film or whatever. On video, I'm just gonna do that whenever next Tuesday rolls around and just keep the game up. Let's see. How did we get to the basement? Was it going left and then not going up the stairs? I mean down the stairs?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
He was going down the stairs when he...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, I guess it does it all on its own, 'cause I've never seen that before. Alright, let's watch this and see if it has anything to do with it. I doubt it, but I know 8 probably has something to do with the 8 button that was in the demo. It's probably somewhere in the game. Unless you just go. I'm pressing 8 like a maniac and it's not working. Press this 8. Hold 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Alright, we've seen all that, so let's just keep going.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nothing in here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had...
Well, we've seen this.
during work hours. He might...
Let's restart. Might have been, I don't think it was jumping on that platform from the cargo lift.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Let's move ahead, because it said it was the wrong office. There's some doors you can't open and close. Let's restart. This is just all trial and error, trial and error.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hey, I don't know, maybe we're 28, 88888. I doubt it, but... I don't see anything different, so let's just... One time I kept beginning, I got like papers all over the floor. I wonder if that'll happen again.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible?
We've heard this before.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been ready for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Well, it starts me over. That was kind of cool.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that phone to ring again.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Hey, there's somebody right there. Hey, come here, buddy. I saw somebody. Let's try and get down to the basement now that we've seen somebody.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oops. I had to move some stuff off my desk and hit the mouse.
Admiring, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
If not, we'll try to,
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing more trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been...
I always think when I first jump that I'm not going to make it.
Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley? All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
No, I doubt there's anything down here. I'm not going to worry about it, actually. We can do that later.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh. Try a few more times the phone and then we'll figure out something else to do.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, you just said that.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
These computers are now saying the end is never the end, which is what it says on the loading screen, so I wonder if that's something. Do you see Mr. Man over here? Input received 2. That might be getting somewhere. Just make sure I didn't miss anything, and the computer's in here. No, and this course leads to double doors, so let's start the game again. I made some possible progress. I don't know if it's doing anything, but the phones and the input received might actually do something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No, nothing. So I'm just gonna fool around these first couple rooms.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. A soft wind blew outside.
Yes, you just said that.
And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Nothing. I know there is R4 inputs, or well, that's just, I don't know, but we were just experimentation.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
Nope. That's good if you want to do that speedrun achievement, but not what I need at the moment.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Oops.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the...
Yeah, we've seen that. I'll just click here and actually click the door.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
See the guy that's there. No. Oh Lord. There's gotta be some way to do this. And I'm gonna be on the wrong track, but I gotta at least eliminate that possibility. Hooray!
Good morning. Thank you for contacting
Uh-oh.
the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
At least we got one more out of the way. Let's go see their new input computers and if that guy's there. So hopefully a little more progress. If somebody's watched this and they know, feel free to tell me if I'm on the right track, but don't tell me how to get the achievements.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hey, there's the boxes.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They're the boxes. I want to see what's going on here.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah, it's gonna be all the same from here, I bet. So
Stanley came to us.
Let's start over. There's boxes over there, which what we ordered last time. So I don't know if that's just the Easter egg, what you want to call it, or
All of his co-workers
damn.
were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
It syncs because the narrator waits for a while. So you go in there, I'm always thinking, is it going to ring? Is it going to ring? And then no. So just out of the blue, I don't know if people been watching my Slender Man.
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's Plays, but I'm talking about like the various ARGs I follow. And Marble Hornets is getting pretty good again. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but anybody's watching that, let me know. Yeah. Wait, have you ever seen this store? Sure we have. Let's not pay attention to it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And like I was saying earlier about if I'm on the right track or not. If I'm on the right track on the like the input computers or something, just in another part of the building, let me know they are in another part of the building, but don't let me know where. Just say, they are in another part of the building, so you need to look elsewhere. And then I'll find them, because I don't recall seeing any other computers. Ring, ring, ding, ding.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I didn't see the guy that time. I know it's the same thing over and over, but...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm going to forward down the employee lounge, do something a little different before I start over again. What the hell? It's going to force me to go. Or not. Yeah, sometimes it's longer and sometimes it's not. I noticed that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Continuously working, so let's start over again.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
One thing I want with the 8 is that there was an 8 button on the where the bomb blows up at.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's the meeting room I meant last time. I meant employee lounge. Well, just a couple more times, then I'm gonna quit.
All of his co-workers.
Both were gone. Yeah.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Three more times. 1.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
2.
All of his co-workers were gone. What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So tired of hearing that. Same dialogue. Last time, then we're gonna quit. Unless something happens. Tonight it will.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying.
I guess that's it.